We always thought we'd like to have a place for weekends.
Just a small historic place on 1 acre. I think you did feel some connection to it. I think when Richard sees land, he thinks you've got to plant something on it.
The soil and the water and the sunshine and the breezes, the temperature in this part of the world is a good place to grow grapes. I think we said that whatever we produce, we're going to try to produce the most French-like wine that we can, or the most California-like wine. And I think we just happened to catch that wave.
At the time that I first tasted Becker wine, it was at a restaurant, Hudson on the Bend. Texans are nationalistic, so he was promoting Texas viticulture. I tasted this wine and it was exceptional. Called Leon Sakota, who was over Better Wines for us, and I said, let's get together with the Beckers and see if we can make a deal.
What's great about Dr. Becker and Bunny Becker is that they had such a vision from the beginning, but they were very focused on doing nothing but great quality wines. From day one, they've realized that they had to partner with the distributor in order to get our message, their message, a collective message to the consumer.
The surprise was that our wine tasted better than I thought it would. And that was the big step.
I knew from the beginning I wasn't going to let him fail. So I was going to do everything in my power to keep it rolling. But what did happen, we made 1,500 cases the first year, and that was a lot of cases. And I said, Richard, you will never sell all that wine. And he said, well, we'll drink it. So,
a couple months passed, and not much happened. And so Alan said, you need a representative in the field. And I said, well, could you recommend someone? He said, well, they call David Bryce. And so I called David Bryce, and after David Bryce arrived, our sales went straight up.
I was told that they were making good wine, they were committed to the process, and that they probably didn't really understand what was ahead. And I saw a great harmony between Dr. Richard Becker, Alan Drieben, and our business model. And I knew whatever it would be based on our ability to have enough grapes to make good wine.
I think the challenges for self-distribution are multifold, but they include more personnel, more expenses, more cost, more risk, things that are more difficult to control. It's one thing to grow grapes, another to make wine, another to sell wine. They're probably better separate, at least in my opinion.
Being the middle tier of a 3-tier system, they think all we do is buy and sell and sit back and do nothing. The fact that we have a very qualified sales staff, we also have marketing, we have multicultural marketing, consumer insight marketing. We have complete coverage of a market. We probably cover 25,000 accounts in the state of Texas. If you want penetration through the marketplace, you need the logistics and the wherewithal that we provide.
The relationship between a wholesaler and a supplier, I think, is going to be directly tied to the efforts they both put forth. And I think that starts with the supplier. I think you have to differentiate yourself from other suppliers, both in terms of integrity, tactics, sincerity. And I think that if a distributor chooses to sell your brand, and he sells it because of those merits, then you've caught some magic in a bottle.
One of the things that the Beckers have done is invest back to the distributor. They're a 50-50 partner with them. Let's face it, 20 years ago, Texas wines were a novelty. Now it's a serious business, and so we took the chance with our partners, both in the on and the off-premise, to invest in that category. And sure enough, with brands like Becker and the quality involved with it, it took off like a rocket ship.
In the last 3 years, we won more than 20 medals in the San Francisco Wine Competition. My goal has been to make the best wine we can make, and to make our wine really, truly competitive with the best wine in the world. That's really what we're trying to do.
The future is bright. Richard and his staff, they had the passion. It takes a passion. It just takes an unadulterated, unapologetic passion to produce what he's doing.
I would say that what's at the core of our success has been our relationships with people. The relationship between the winery and the distributor is a partnership, and in which each side has significant responsibility. And our responsibility is to make a product so good that they can't do anything but take it and present it and place it.
RNDC is honored to share the story of our relationship with Becker Vineyards. It's just one example of what wholesalers do for brands of all sizes all across the country. We're a family-owned company, and our partners are like family. We are the Wine and Spirits Wholesalers of America.